In autumn 1938, German expeditionary forces have made a bold push into Japanese-controlled China in an attempt to disrupt their supply lines. Unfortunately, they have been able to bring reinforcements in very quickly, and the actual Chinese lines on our side are very, very flimsy. In fact, they can't even hold their front lines. So I think that was too bold of a move. And we do need to fall back here before we actually get cut off. So instead, what we'll try to do here is we'll have one more shot at disrupting the supply at Chaoyang in the hills. If we can take that supply hub, that'll cut off supply in the north here for them. But we'll have to keep a very close eye on the front line that we're not getting cut off, because it is a very, very precarious situation, and we are getting counterattacked from everywhere here. We have, or we should have. No, we don't actually have. I don't think we have airplanes in the region just yet. We have. We are sending the second Kampfgeschwader, which is underway currently, and should arrive soonish. Unfortunately, there are enemy fighters in the air, but our bombers should be able to handle it. We can send some volunteers also to the League of Southeast Provinces, given that they are actually involved in the war as well. So let's get... I don't have any more assault divisions, so we'll strip 1, 3, 4, 5 divisions. 5 divisions from the Eastern Front for now. Are we still training infantry? Yes, we are. We're going to need to train some more infantry, but we're also going to need more manpower. So the next political power batch is going to go towards conscription. But we have an additional force that is going to be the League of Southeast Provinces Expeditionary Force. There. And we can send List, who is a hill fighter. So that might work reasonably well. And we will send them as volunteers. There we go. And include air volunteers send. All right. That should allow us to bring an additional fighter wing over and hopefully clear the air here for us. But yeah, I think this we'll have one more go at Chaoyang. But then this operation here probably needs to fall back and try to stabilize the front lines, because they're getting overrun here. In Bulgaria, we are cleaning out. We're cleaning out the lines. We could probably take Constanza, and then we'll move on towards Bucharest. In Italy, we fought them to a stalemate, and we are currently taking Ferrara. The troops here should surrender soon, and hopefully that's enough to get the Socialist Republic to capitulate. But otherwise, we'll have another go at La Spezia with the Sturmdivision that we have in the south here. All right, and I think I don't even have a shortcut, so these need a shortcut. India, okay, we've got Princely, Roman, yeah, there we go. Okay, in India we are just holding the line and just playing the defense here, just making sure that the communists don't, or the syndicalists don't win, but we're not running any kind of offensive operations at this point. Japan, interestingly enough, is involved here as well, so... well, we're low key. We're low key involved, but primary focus at this point probably has to be China. So let's see if we can. We've got 3 divisions that are reasonably well, still in reasonably good shape. So we will. No, not you. You. I mean, you can try to counterattack. That's actually not a terrible idea. But I would like to have these 3 divisions counterattack once these incessant attacks here are stopping. Okay, League of Southeast Provinces is allowing us to send troops. So let's try an assault on Chaoyang. and see if we can, because the front line here is pretty much collapsing. See if we can cut off their supply. That would significantly help with operations. And we're at the same time trying to counterattack here and see if we can widen the front line a little bit. Ideally, we would then cut off everything here, destroy them, but that is far-fetched. Meanwhile, in Italy, okay, Italy is going, Bulgaria is still going. We can assist here with the cleanup, and then we can, then we'll just take Dobrich, and then we'll move towards Bucharest potentially. China. Okay, this division just holds the line. The other three on the assault towards Chaoyang. Counterattack from the Marines, probably not going to work. I'm just going to pin them here in the south. And how's the air situation? My bomber wing is not yet present, which is unfortunate, but we can, at this point, now that they have accepted our troops, send the first Jagdgeschwader, because it's not useful over there anymore. And we are going to send them to an airport near Jinan, and you will be on the North China Plain air zone and help clearing out the air for our bombers here. All right, let's see how this looks. Can we manage to push through there, or are they reinforcing before we can? Because they have a lot of troops here. If we can't manage this push, then we will abandon this attempt, and because we are also very much out of supply. Then we will abandon this attempt and can I get all three divisions in? Yes, I can. So I'm not going to be using anyone to pin, just the Marines in the south. If we can't make this push, then we'll fall back and try to stabilize the front line here near Beijing. And quick look over to Bulgaria. Okay, Bulgaria, just hold here against the counterattack. And we could try to push towards Constanza, or we will just push towards Bucharest. I think Bucharest is the better option. So let's already change the front line. This one division, once they're done here, they will join. So let's get ready for a push on Bucharest. Italy. Still working on them, but they are getting reduced. We can get the mountaineers to assist. Okay, China. How is it looking in China? Need to keep a close eye on it. Digging in here, and do we have air support by now? Not yet. Air support would be great, and we'll see if we can take Chaoyang, but. They're moving their troops around a lot, so at least they don't have time to dig in. We've pushed one of them out, and the Marines can still support that for a while. I see Japanese planes in the air, I think, over the air zone. Nope, not really. We have some fighters and some bombers, so yeah, it's going to be good once the first Jagdgeschwader arrives. And there's definitely some Japanese action going on here. Or maybe these are the Fengtian planes. Now, I can't really pin these divisions here because... Okay, Switzerland, you have to wait. Because I need this division to hold the line here. And I don't want to weaken the assault. I can probably pin the... Yeah, I don't want to break the entrenchment, because that one division has to hold the counterattack from all of these divisions here. So we'll see what happens. What happens in Switzerland, though? Our Swiss assets have been nationalized. We have been informed that the nationalist regime in Switzerland has nationalized all foreign-owned economic assets in their nation in an attempt to gain greater control over their economy. Naturally, we have non-significant holdings there, and we are under pressure to regain the lost capital for our citizens. That costs me 10 political power. Can I just... no, I probably need a little more. Yeah, I need 112. Yeah, unfortunate. Oh well. So our opinion of the Swiss state has significantly tanked. And Switzerland, we will not forget that. And I might train a couple more mountain divisions, honestly. That might not be a terrible idea, by the way. My mountain division, my Gebirgsjäger divisions are not great. But I just don't have the army XP right now to improve them significantly. But I think having a couple more, now that we have significantly more divisions, having a couple more special forces is not a bad thing to do. Also, my Marine Division is not great at all. Need a couple more of those, but Mountaineers probably more urgently. Marines be more for river crossing. Marines are good for river crossing as well. So maybe we get another Marine Division. And we'll get one. We get two more Gebirgsjäger Division. Yeah, that should be acceptable. Okay, back to how's the situation in Italy. Italy is coming to a close. We'll see if they capitulate after that. Troops here are moving towards. Okay, you can already move towards Bucharest. No idea why you're here. Move towards Bucharest, and you too. Okay, everybody move towards Bucharest, and we'll just cut through the north, take the airport, and clean this pocket up here. China is my biggest worry at this point. Do we have air support yet? No, we do not. And that is... let's have a quick look at our air wing. It's the 2nd Kampfgeschwader. Is still en route. How far away are they? Okay, they are over the Himalayas, so they're not that far off anymore. And we should have the 1st Jagdgeschwader is en route as well, but I think they're still a bit further away. So okay, we'll have to make do without for now. They are moving troops around a fair bit, and yes, that's why I need to leave this one division here, because they need to hold back the counterattacks. We're pinning 2 enemy divisions here with the Marines in the mountains, which is not their preferred territory. But we will see. We will still see if we can make the push out. But I do have to keep a very close eye on the front lines, because this is all very flimsy and easy for us to get cut off if we're not careful. So if we can get the supply here by taking the supply hub, and that would be good. But I'm starting to doubt it. And if we're getting cut off anyway here, we definitely need to rapidly retreat. So if this isn't happening, and I don't think it is happening because of significant counterattacks, then okay, it's looking better. We have air over the North China Plain. The 1st Jagdgeschwader is engaged, and it's going to start shooting down the enemy planes on ground missions. And more importantly, we have the 2nd Kampfgeschwader engaged over the Fengtian planes, and that means they are going to start hopefully bombing relatively soon. Back to Bulgaria. How's it look? Okay, troops are in place. Make a push towards Bucharest, and then leave 1 division behind and push north and try to cut them off. Okay. Italy, they have been wiped out, but Italy has not capitulated by the looks of it. All right, so in that case, we are going to get the 3 divisions of the Papal Expeditionary Force, give them a front line here, and an offensive line to take La Spezia. This isn't ideal, but we should be able to combine them with the 4 Sturm divisions here. So back to China. Keeping a very close eye, because they are counterattacking here. Keeping a very close eye on things. Yeah, we're not getting through here. I think I'll give it probably a couple more hours, but no, I don't think we're getting through here. Okay, abandon this. We are not getting through. There's just too many of them. So stop the assaults. Fall back. And we are falling back towards more defensible positions here north of the river, and we will try to do this the hard way and connect the lines in the north here. Beijing is under attack here, which isn't great. So definitely fall back and back here. Okay. Okay. Retreat here. We have to hold, not to be cut off. Yeah, this is too many divisions here. We definitely can't hold this. Beijing might actually fall, honestly. So this whole northern front doesn't look very great. So I think any mobile operations, given that the reinforcements there have arrived, are overly optimistic. Okay, troops are falling back, just keeping a close eye on it. Bulgaria, we are pushing through Bucharest, and I think, yeah, once we get that encirclement going here, we can clean up these troops. Serbia is staying where they should stay, so no breakouts there, and that means we can finish off Romania. Troops are in place near Italy, so let's attempt. Let us attempt a push towards La Spezia. I would like to have the mountain divisions here, though. So yeah, we'll wait for the mountaineers. So China again needs preferred management. These troops need to fall back, and then we will stabilize the coastline here. Even if Beijing's falling, we can stabilize the coastline. It gives us a port to retreat out of if we have to. Yeah, Beijing doesn't look too good, honestly. Okay, so we've managed to get here, so everybody fall back there, and then we'll stabilize the coast. So yeah, that has not worked. Too much opposition. I think we may actually have to fall back towards Beijing. Where are my bombers? Yeah, because my bombers are operating out of Beijing. So if Beijing falls, that's not ideal. These are hill fortifications, so they're not ideal to attack into. No, I'm thinking we might even just try to stabilize Beijing first. Yeah, I think that's first order of business. Is going to be to stabilize Beijing. So let's fall back onto the fortification line here. And first task, push them back towards the river and create a more defensible position. So fall back again from the counterattacks. And our divisions in China have arrived. So the Nanjing volunteers are here. What can we do with them? Can I actually send them? Oh, I can. Okay, in that case, yeah. The air is burning in the north here. Get me these divisions into the north and help stabilize Beijing. In that case, I will probably get these divisions to remain. Okay, we may be able to push through here and connect towards the river. I don't want to push into the fortifications, so. In that case, we are going to concentrate here, and we will attempt again to push towards Chengde, but from this position here. So let's go defensive here for now, and we will try to counterattack. This might work. Counterattack. Actually, no, they have more divisions here. Nope, never mind. Stop the assault. Yeah, they actually have reinforcements there, which were just not as visible. Okay, we'll have to defend against the reinforcements here first. The volunteers are on the way. Please take the railway, all of you, because that is not going to. Let's get everybody to Beijing, please. Especially these two. Can we please move to Beijing? Yeah, thank you. All right, at least we've got the air clear, and we are fighting over the Fengtian air zone, but that's where the bombers are engaged, and the fighters are clearing out the air, are going to clear out the air over the northern zone here. Okay, these troops do need to, we do need to wait out the assault here, and then we can try and launch a counterattack. We are somewhat weakened, but we will try and see if we can support with the Marines to widen the front lines. That gets all our divisions on track. Hopefully, we can regain a little bit of supply and see if we can manage to push through with the help of the bombers. So that's the next attempt we're going to make, and troops are flooding into Beijing to help stabilize the front lines there. Meanwhile, in Germany, Dornier, which is building the Heinkel 111s, has a first trade point. All right. So since we're talking about bombers here, what can we get? Air defense, production efficiency, agility, ground attack, or naval attack. I am thinking of, what does it give us? We can, from here, we can get into production efficiency, speed. That's good. From here, we could 5% ground attack, 5% air defense. I think I'm going to focus mostly on the bombers here, honestly, and because we can still get, we can get a fair few good things on ground attack here. So reinforced wing braces, it is. I have the air XP to update that, so let's do that. And that means the Heinkel 111 needs to be replaced with the upgraded Heinkel 111. And we're going to get them constructed. Italy, what's the situation in Italy? Okay, we have the troops on... La Spezia is heavily defended, but we will try. Let's see what this looks like. We will try to send both attacks into La Spezia, and that gets all the divisions engaged. Unfortunately, it still only gets us a 75. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. It gives us a 75 combat width. The problem here is that the attack from the other direction doesn't seem to be expanding a bit, because this is mountains, so this is just the basic combat width. I was hoping that we get a larger combat width, but we'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. If we can't break through here, we'll have to try somewhere else. But everything is very heavily defended. Genoa as well has 5 divisions stationed in it. Just because we have crushed them so small, it is relatively well defended. China. Actually, no. Bulgaria. Yes, we have managed to encircle these divisions. So now it is a matter of destruction. So let's get that happening. Let's move the divisions over and destroy. We are running at the edge of our supply, and the problem here is that none of this is in any way connected. We would have to probably take. We have Constanza, but they're actually leaving the front lines open here. Oh well, we'll clean this up first, and then once that's done, then we are going to. Because they're counterattacking here now, which is less than ideal. But we'll clean this up first, and then we have no danger of being cut off easily. So we'll clean this up first, and then we'll deal with the rest of it. Italy. Is no way we're pushing these divisions out. This is just a waste of manpower. Stop the assault. And I don't think the tank divisions have any chance of doing that either. Okay, so attack on La Spezia is not happening. What we can... we might be able to counterattack towards Genoa. Let's try, actually. Let's get the divisions south and see if we can potentially manage a counterattack towards Genoa once we have defended here. And that weakens at least one division a little bit. And we'll get these 2 divisions to push in as well. That pushes 1 division out. Here is clear. China. We are... Okay, German troops have arrived in Beijing, so at least we're holding the lines here now. Good, good. So we can still try to expand towards Chaoyang, maybe, if we can push through. And it looks like we are holding... Yeah, we are holding the line now. For now, I just want the German troops of the Nanjing expeditionary force to just recover from coming off the train, dig in, and while we're trying to make something happen here in the north, see if we can break through here. Unfortunately, I need all my divisions on target here because I can't spare anybody for pinning operations. We'll just have to try and push them out from there. We'll see if with air support we can make that happen. And then we'll try to push towards Chaoyang again. Bulgaria. Okay, Bulgaria. We are about to encircle, and actually not encircle, divert one division north just to squeeze them a bit more. And we'll just shrink the positions here. Okay, there we go. That looks good, and that is sufficient. We'll actually get all three to attack here. That should be sufficient to move these out. You can help with the assault as well, and then from there we will move north. Some Romanian troops are making quite a disruption of our supply lines here, honestly. This is something we're going to need to deal with sooner rather than later, but we need to clean this up first. So that has to happen. Back to China. We have enough now for conscription, so limited conscription it is, and the next political power set is probably going towards... going toward... I'm sorely tempted to get the military high command in place. Or a chief of navy, honestly. But having 10% research speed would be great, honestly. And I think political power gain, stability, war support, oof, that's very tempting as well. So Hans Zera might be good too, especially early on where we actually still need the political power gain, because political power is constantly in short supply here. That would be great. Yeah, let's... alternatively, we could get Wetzel as a military theorist for doctrine cost, but we're not there yet in terms of XP that we can go heavy on the doctrines. Have we... Yeah, we've got state service to military for the conscription cost. Eventually, I want to have a professional officer corps. And I think that has done... Do I want to go higher in conscription at this point? What is the effect of that? This will... I would love to go to extensive conscription, but we don't have the war support for it. So we would need 50% war support, which we are not too far off with 40. So it'll be a possibility to go for... to get Sera. And and then switch to extensive conscription. So that would be something we could do. Okay, China. China is the first position we need to look at after nationalizing the railways. So we now have Deutsche Reichsbahn decisions, and this isn't popular with the states, but we had, I assume, since we already have cowed railway construction speed 20%. Good. Next up, where were we going with this? I think the preparedness, there were a couple over this way that I wanted to get. Yeah, so this gives me a 4 civilian factory and production, the doctrine of national autarky, and then that should unlock these. Although somebody mentioned, I think in the comment, that it doesn't actually, because it would require one of them have a totalist ruling party. So I can't actually get here, which means I don't need to do this now. Unfortunately, I can't get these in terms of preparedness, because neither of these is actually a totalist. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, was I? Preparedness. What else can we do? So if we can't do those, and there's no way we're going to get down here in time. We could do these. Probably this one. We'll do that one because it leaves us more prepared for the Weltkrieg. These should be, yeah. These are already taken out. So I think honestly, there's not an awful lot else we can still do here. I mean, unless we are pushing through here. There might be a... Okay, there are actually some focuses here for recruitable populations. So 10% stability, nice. Well, there are a lot of good things in here, but we could also do some of the economic ones here still, or we'll just work towards the research slot. Maybe. So maybe we'll call it here, pretty much. We take the military railways. This gives me, I think, 100 trains, and leave us more prepared. We can still do this one, but no, we don't actually need to, because we already done the self-prepare. These two are exclusive in terms of preparedness, so we don't need to. We've done the doctrine already, so yeah, we can do this one, and then we can get towards the research slot. There are also a couple of relatively interesting focuses all the way up the top here. So there's a lot of Mitteleuropa stuff, but we could go for the Alsatian fortifications, which would give us some valuable things here. We could. Do we want to expand colonial budgets? That helps Middle Africa and German East Asia, but not me right now. Department for New World Operations. There are a couple of things here that there's political things that also give us experience. So these might actually be not bad to have as well. Form additional East Asian regiments might be useful. German East Asia gets reinforcements from Germany. Yeah, that might not be terrible. So giving these guys a little bit more firepower, but yeah, a couple of interesting things that we can do here. But the Alsatian fortresses are quite interesting. But I think what we'll do is, for now, military railways. That's a quick one, 28 days. And then after that, we will go Sekretariat für Arbeitsbeschaffung and the Kaiser Wilhelm Society for the additional research slot. And I should have new decisions at this point. I do know that I need to do the Front decisions at some point, but Deutsche Reichsbahn, what does this give me? Production efficiency cap plus globally? 10% production efficiency cap. That would be, or is it just for trains? Ooh. Okay, these are all. I might try that, because if that gives me a global 10% production efficiency cap, these are huge, and I probably want to take them sooner rather than later. All right, let us. Okay, this should work out. We're all without supply here, but everyone's without supply. This should work out reasonably well. The attack against Genoa has failed, and there's no way we're dislodging these people. Which means we could try to attack north into the mountains and see if we can break that. But that's not really going to happen. Where is it? Where do they have a weak spot that we can that we can actually effectively assault. Yeah, attacking with tanks into the mountains is generally not working particularly well, but we'll see. We'll see if we can pull this off. Otherwise, we will have to try and concentrate divisions. Yeah, attack against Genoa is not happening. So instead, we can try to send these north. And yeah, let's abort this first. Let's send these around. And please take the trains. And we'll try to attack from both Modena, and we'll try to isolate La Spezia and see if we can make any headway that way. Bulgaria is very much coming to an end here, that encirclement, and then we will see if we can manage to get across the river and clean it all up. But China is the more important one, and we have made it across. So 3 divisions. Can we maintain the momentum? Can we take Chaoyang? We do have to defend here as well, but can we take Chaoyang? And the other infantry divisions here are actually in place now, so we may be able to. Let's see. This is accessible from here, here, and here. So maybe we can send 3 infantry divisions into that fight and see if we can start pushing them back a little bit towards the river, and do the same in this. No, not you. You attack. No, sorry. You attack north. You 2 attack here. Okay. Full-on assault from the lines. Chaoyang still under attack. That could cut, if we can pull it off, that could cut the... oh, they've got 5 divisions there now. But they're all relatively exhausted. And I think we still have green air. Yes, we have green air. That could cut supply to the whole front line and allow us to defeat them more easily. And the Chinese are reinforcing the lines here. Just have to keep... we're about to lose the port. That is bad news. Reinforce the port. This is... Okay, I think... Yeah, we're about to lose our front line here. That is bad, because that means we're going to get encircled. These divisions are not making progress. So... I think right now, stop the attack and try to relieve the pressure, if in any way possible, because we need to save the port from being overrun. Otherwise, okay, we've got. Then we can stop that attack. We've got the Marines in. Now they just need to reinforce in time. Otherwise, we will get. Okay, keep doing this. Maybe it buys us some time. Marines need to reinforce. And I think Marines have reinforced. Yes, Marines have reinforced. Okay, the Marines can hold this. Stop the assault here. Maintain the push towards Chaoyang. And how does it look here? I think we are. Yeah, we are clearing out the position. Okay, not in the north. And what is this? The Kurds. Oh, the Kurds are... Kurdistan has... I thought that happened already. Kurdistan has declared war on the Ottomans. Wasn't that already happening? Yeah, I thought that was already happening. There's more... Oh, this is a second Kurdish insurrection. Okay. The Ottomans can deal with that. We can... Yes, we're definitely doing this. And I'm going to see if this gives me a 10% global production efficiency cap. So let's do that. And we are clearing out the last remaining forces here, and then everybody can move east and finish off Romania, and then we'll have to deal with Greece in some way, but we'll get to that when we get to that. More importantly, China. China is where it's critical. We are holding here. We are about to take Chaoyang, so I am going to potentially leave 1 division behind once we have taken the position there, and just to defend this. And we are holding the port after the Marines have swooped in at the last second. We'll leave 1 division behind, 2 divisions move towards Chaoyang. Ah, come on. They've reinforced. Okay. Assist. Marines are still holding. Fighters are shooting down enemy planes. and we are making progress here towards securing Beijing. And we have taken Chaoyang, so that means this supply hub should now be disconnected, which means all these divisions here should now only be on local supply. We're not getting anything out of that because we don't have a railway connection there, but for now we'll dig in and hold that. We do get I think we get enough. We should get enough local supply for these divisions to dig in across the lines here. And we're holding here for now. We'll just hold. They are still furiously trying to retake the port, but I don't want to stretch any further. But once we've consolidated at the river line, we can leave this to the Chinese, send the rest of the troops over, and then use the assault division, the Sturmdivision, as spearheads to cut off, to cut across. Given that the Marklik is not actually involved, they are involved in Tibet. Cut across and. How's the war in the south going? I have no overview if it's going well or not. I think it's not going well, but we are. We'll see if we can manage to just completely destroy this position here and push back the Japanese influence. This is a long war. This is a very long conflict. You assault here. You assault there. And let's clean out the last of them. Of course, they are not getting the encirclement debuff, as usual, but at least that's a thing. Have we gotten the troops in position in Italy? We do. So let us try to do a... I know these are two different groups, but let's see. We'll make an assault from here and a simultaneous assault from there. And we'll see if we can push them back and work towards isolating La Spezia and eventually dealing the killing blow to the Italians here. And China is stable. Everybody needs to dig in for now and just hold the positions here, because we are we're gonna have to hold this whole line all the way from here. So I'm definitely going to give the Marines a separate order to hold the position here, in which case we don't actually need that line there. Okay. We can... Okay, we have managed to... I think we have managed to secure north of Beijing somewhat. And maybe we can use our momentum to push them out of this fortified position here. Let's see. And get them back across the river. That would be ideal. And maybe we can even cross the river for a pincer. We'll see. But for now, everybody's just digging in and furiously defending. We have to keep a close eye on this cavalry division here, if they can hold back the onslaught as well here in the south. So definitely gonna have to be a bit careful here. And I am. Would it make sense to... We'll try to we'll try to alleviate the pressure across the river. If we can secure this position a bit more, that would be great. I know it's not ideal because we're attacking across the river, but maybe we can... So I don't want to lose... I can't lose any of these positions. That'll threaten the whole front line. So things in China are far from stable, but we will see if we can... manage to stabilize them a little. And in fact, I think one of the divisions is actually retreating out of Chaoyang, and everyone here just needs to dig in for now and hold until they are sufficiently weakened. Things are far from stable, but we are doing our best, and we'll see if we can manage to hold China. How did the German naval invasion actually go? Not well, by the looks of it. So again, German East Asia has not had much progress. How is their logistical situation? They are very short on infantry equipment. Do I have infantry equipment to spare? I do. German East Asia, I am going to send you material support, and you can have I'm going to send once 4000 Karabiner Modell 98, and that hopefully helps them out a little bit in their operations there, because it doesn't look too good for them. Anyway, yeah, we are closing the gap here. We're destroying the last remaining Romanian positions. We are making slow progress into Italy, and trying to finish up the war here. And China is our most critical battleground at this point. But long term, I mean, we're not going to get Fengtian kicked out easily. So another thing we could do is just hold the river line. If they are losing too badly on the other fronts, what we can do is just hold the river line and help finish off some of the smaller ones like Shaanxi. How is the empire doing in terms of logistics? Of course, we don't know, but that would be an alternative. So just stabilize the front line here along the river instead of the more destructive operation in the north here, and then deal with the south of China first. So that would be an alternative that we can go for if necessary. Last thing we do today, what is it? Focke-Wulf. Focke-Wulf is being used for should be used for the Bf-109s. Yep. So Focke-Wulf, what can we get? So far we have air attack plus 5%. Air defense and agility would be good. Speed would be good. This is air defense and max speed. 5% production output 5%, agility 5%. That's also good, but that is mutually exclusive here. This would gives us reliability and agility and opens up the tree further here. And there's some good stuff down here. So I think yeah, the cantilever wing structure for air defense and agility is a good one. Update the design, and we get the BF-109Bs with the new templates produced. All right, there we go. That's that, and that's it for today. We will see how the wars develop. We're in November 1938. I don't know at which point the war with France and Russia. Oh yeah, Finland is getting completely overwhelmed, and honestly, I just don't have. I just can't. I just don't think any kind of troops here would have made a big difference. Russia is completely crushing the Finns, which means we will have to deal with a two-front war in Sweden in the north when it comes to the second Weltkrieg, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. The American Union has been unsurprisingly overrun by the syndicalists, and it looks like the syndicalists are now pushing into MacArthur quite significantly as well. So it might come down to a showdown between the Pacific states and the syndicalists, and we might end up with a red United States of America. Which means, given that we are actually producing ships, that might not be completely unwarranted. Let's quickly assign these. We've got the SMS Dresden, a new Strasbourg class. You go to the Aufklärungsgruppe. And we've got two destroyers. You go to the second Schlachtgeschwader, and we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 submarines. So 4 of you go into that group, and the last of you gets to be a where are we now? The 5th Unterseebootflottille. So let's do that. 5th Unterseebootflottille. The 5th Undersea Boat Flotilla, and you can exercise as well. All right, Our naval production is getting there, and we're still building a couple of dockyards, because I still want to get the production lines for the Rhein class going. So I'm still going to need about 20 more dockyards. After the whole production here is done, then we will probably throw a couple more into the north, and we got about 8 more here. Yeah, we still got a fair amount of dockyards that we can build in the Baltics, and that, how much does that give me? 10, 12. Let's get. Oh no, we actually had another 6 there. So we've got 14, 16, 18. So we only need 2 here. Come on. Okay, game. Sure. We'll do it your way. Let's stop that. That's 16, 20. There we go. So that's scheduled, and then after that we are going to need significantly more military factories. And have I scheduled radar construction? I have. We can, and we probably should start building where we can. Start building some radar coverage on the Eastern Front as well. So that is all quite necessary, and I will probably cover, given that we will be in an air war with Britain, I will probably cover the northern coast here too. And yeah, Sweden is gonna need some radar stations as well. So we'll get that all constructed on enemy or on Allied territory. Anyway, that's it for me today. The things are heating up, and hopefully we can finish off Romania and Italy next episode. And yeah, we will see how the China operation goes. If we can get to a significantly enough strategic destruction of the Fengtian forces that we can kick them out of the war, or if we have to fall back to Plan B, which would be to stabilize the front line north of Beijing, and then pivot south and deal with the rest of the Chinese situation. That's it for me today. Thanks everybody, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.